Okay, guys, I have got something to say. It's something that has been, well, that just literally happened not even an hour ago, and I just wanted to share it on my channel. Is it the best time to be discussing this? Probably not, but it's my channel, and I thought I'd just do a video on it. Before I go any further, I just want to say this. I am going to put this in the title of this video, but I just want to say it here. Do not give this video a thumbs up. I'm not going to be offended if this video gets 0 thumbs up. Just please do not do it, as it's something that doesn't require you to give me a thumbs up. If you want to show your support, please feel free down below in the comments, but whatever you do, please do not give this video a thumbs up, please. So, as you can probably tell by the thumbnail, this isn't clickbait. This actually happened. My dog, Jake, died at 3:50 p.m. today. For the past few days now, he has not been feeling well. I came back home about 2 or 3 days ago, and I went upstairs to give him a stroke. This was before and I found that anything actually happens. And when I was stroking him, he felt really tight around his, like rib cage. And about about 5 seconds later, he was sick. And then he was sick again. And I found out from my family that Jake was previously sick twice during my time at work. And then on the same day, he was sick once, I think twice, maybe in the garden that very same day. And following that, he has eaten a little bit of chicken, but he hasn't eaten or drunk any water. He drinks water loads of the time. He drinks loads of water. But after this, he hasn't drunken any water and he's barely eaten. So today, my dad said that if he's still not eaten or drunken anything by noon, we're gonna take him up to the vet and get him checked out. We went up to the vet. I mean, my dad was going to go by himself, but because Jake was so weak, he cannot stand up. I mean, you can stand him up, but he like slumps down pretty much straight away. And I took him downstairs. I stood him up, and then he just fell over. He just collapsed. He had no energy. And at first, we thought that it was just down to him being hungry and thirsty, not having anything in him. So when we went up there, I just told my dad, look, I'm going, and just to help carry Jake in. And I went into the examination room with my dad, and Jake went on the table. He had a thermometer up his back pocket, and his temperature went down a little bit, and they were like examining him, and they couldn't feel anything. They said that it might be cancer. The cancer might return in a different part of his body, but they had to keep him and do some examinations in him, put him on a drip and give him a bunch of blood tests. Because it being a Sunday, they were only open for another couple of hours. So they said, look, we'll actually do this for a couple more hours, but you've got to come back and pick him up and take him to another town, because it's a 24-hour vet in this other town, and then bring him back in the morning, and then we can continue. So I thought, okay, I'll come back. I'll go back with Dad, and I'll take Jake wherever he needs to go. And then when we came back, it was about half an hour. Must have been about half an hour. And my dad came into my room. I think it's my dad, or it was either my dad or my nan. And they said that Jake had passed away. I think it was my dad. I think that I think he said that they needed to put him to sleep, or they need to put him to sleep, because his organs were failing, and we had to go up there straight away. Yeah, it was very, very difficult. My nan wasn't going to go. She was so upset. And my brother was upset as well, because he's usually, he likes to express his emotions more than me. And my dad, he's actually like me. He's upset, but he wants to like keep it inside, you know. The British way of grin and bear it, you know. So we all went up there, and yeah, we went into the little room, the little room number 7, where I presume they like bring in all the like pets up. This has got to happen too. So we were just sitting in there and waiting for him, and they brought him out and they put him on the sofa, which was in the room as well, and we all said our goodbyes, all hugs and kisses. Yeah. And I whispered in his ear, say hi to Pax. But I didn't say Pax, I said Pax's real name. Oh, I'm sorry if this video is going to be cut up to bits, guys. I've got some tissues, some wet wipes, and I've got some water. So if this looks a bit cut up, you know, editing wise, then that's the reason. Yeah. So yeah, they said the lady came in saying that like this is what's going to happen. They may sometimes the pets go peacefully, and then sometimes they do a little yip, and then they pass over or die. And then I shortly after said that we don't have to be in there when it happens, do we? And then she said no, it's completely optional. Then I wanted to stay, but I didn't want to. It was too difficult, too upsetting. So me, my brother, and my nan went outside, and my dad stayed in by himself. And I know I should have stayed in with him, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So yeah, Dad came out and he said that Jake went peacefully. Yeah, no pain. He's gonna be cremated and put in a box, and we've got to come and collect him. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe buried in the garden somewhere, you know. So yeah, it's just really upsetting. It really is. I remember when I first saw Jake, because he was a I wouldn't say adopted, but we got him from a shelter, a famous shelter over here in the UK called Battersea Dogs Home, and this was many years ago. I mean, he was 12. I don't know what that is in dog years, or the equivalent from dog years to human years, but he wasn't an old boy. He was very energetic, and he was part of the family. I mean, anyone that says, "Oh, your pets died, your dog, your cat, or your goldfish has died," just grow up. It's just an animal. They don't understand what's going on, and just cheer up and buy another one. But for anyone that's got a pet, no matter what animal it is, they do understand what's going on. They do understand. They may recognise certain words and certain phrases more than others, but they do know what's happening around them. But when we adopted Jake from Battersea Dogs Home over here in the UK, I was working at a theme park at the time, and my parents and basically everyone went to the shelter and saw Jake, which was fine. I mean, I couldn't go because I was working, but after work, I was still in my uniform. I went to the shelter and I went into the little room to see Jake, just by myself. And he came in. He was always sniffing around the room, and he was crawling up on my shoulder and all that. He's actually a stuffy, so he's you know quite big, even though he was skinny at the time. But he was crawling on my shoulder. When he found that when he found out where the treats were, then that was then that was it. That's where he was focused on. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's just difficult. It really is. I just wanted to make this video just to talk about it really. I did film my wrap up for June, and I did mostly finish editing it, but I deleted it. Not going to upload it. There were a couple of, at least 2, maybe 3 book reviews I wanted to do. I'm not going to do them for the time being. And there was a episode of Terror Mags I was gonna do. Again, not doing that. I'm just gonna, I would say, take a break from my channel, but I'm gonna not upload as many times as I usually do, because obviously about what's actually happened. I'm still going to be uploading my giveaway announcement winner for tomorrow. I know I don't have to do it, but because I said I'm going to do it, I'm a man on my word, and I'm going to announce the winner. And I'm still going to be posting poetry videos every Thursday, because I am doing it in the memory of Pax Panic. So that's what I'm still going to be doing. But do not be surprised if I only upload poetry videos for a while. I'm still going to be on BookTube. I'm still going to watch everyone's videos. And I'm still going to be around. I'm just not going to upload that much. Well, for the time being anyway, until I feel better. But yeah, Jake was always a larger-than-life character. He didn't like too much of affection, but he got used to having hugs and kisses and all that stuff. And he was a sweetheart. I mean, Staffies are, I think they are portrayed as being really, really tough dogs, really vicious and cruel, and but he was like the biggest baby ever. And he always knew what time I had my lunch. He knew what time I had my lunch. Even when I was at work, my nan always said that he came down and he was disappointed. But every time I was at home on my days off, he knew what time I was having my lunch, and he always came down and had some of my sandwich, which I always gave him some of my sandwich and some of my lunch. And yeah, he was always he usually came into my reading den, and at night time he was always either laying in my room or outside in the hall, in the hallway outside my room. And yeah, I didn't know whether he liked my presence or whatever, but that's where he always was in the evening. It's the first pet we've ever had. Well, I've ever had. Jake was the first pet that I ever had. Obviously, I've been around animals before, family members that had animals, but I've never really owned a family pet or whatever. And yeah, we used to get him presents every Christmas, and he always used to go crazy, just tearing into the paper, just finding out what was in there, and if it was any food related, you better take it away from him quick. But he was always sniffing around people, saying, "Oh, what have you got? And what's this person got?" you just get really excited about it. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I would say that I'm okay, but yeah. I mean, if you've ever lost a pet, then you know, yeah, how I'm feeling and how I'm doing. Yeah. I think because when I was going up there. And when I heard that, when I found out about the news, and when I was hanging around waiting for everyone to get ready and go, and when I was sitting in the room, and I think that I was dealing with it better than everyone else because of the recent passing and death of Pax Panic, which happened just under 2 months ago. So I felt that because of that, I wasn't past that. So I was just, it was just, I think it just helped me deal better than what I would have if if things were different, I suppose. Um, but yeah, in the room I had it. We all had moments. We all had shared moments. We all were stroking him together, and then we were all like having our own little individual, you know, strokes and goodbyes and all that stuff. And when it came to my turn, I think I that broke down a little bit. Yeah, I mean that sucks. It really does suck. But as I've as I told Nan before we went, I said that he is old and we all have to die sometime. It's nothing that we can get away with. Even though we all would like to live forever, we can't. We've all got to die sometime. We've all got to go sometime, whether it's when we are really young or when we are really, really old. But we've all got to die sometime. But yeah, I mean it. I mean that sucks. I mean I've been like thinking that my nan's getting old now, and I know it's not like a nice thing to think about, but she's got to die sometime as well. And I mean we've all got to die. We've all got to deal with death, whether it's from a loved one or from our own death. And yeah, Jake's gonna be missed from everyone. It's gonna be missed by me. Uh, yeah, I mean, even when he was lying on the sofa, he was trying to get up and move around, but he couldn't do it because he was so weak. And yeah, it's just not gonna be the same without him because he was a member of the family, even though he was a animal, but he was a part of the house and part of our lives, and he is going to be missed because he's no longer going to be here. And there is a water bowl that he has down here by the back door to the garden. They always used to drink out of it. It was his favourite bowl, I think it was. He used to like drink out of it more than the one upstairs. And I think I'm going to put it in my reading den. Just fill it up with water and just leave it in my reading den and just I would say I won't say really like a tribute, but just in memory of him, you know. I really don't know. I mean, it will get better. We won't forget about him. I won't forget about him. I've got a picture of him in my room, which is the thumbnail for this video. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah, that's it, really, guys. That's it. Just wanted to talk about it. This is gonna be a fun video to edit, isn't it? With me, on the verge of tears and looking terrible. So after Jake recently got over his fight with cancer, he beat his cancer. I made this video for him that I put up on my channel, and I filmed filmed some of stuff with him, and I done music and I put it all together, and I edited it and I put it on my channel. This was when he had cancer currently, and when we were waiting for him to get his results back, I made this for him. And yeah, I think it's appropriate for me to have this at the end of this video. So this is that video. So yeah. Rest in peace, Jake. You were a good boy. Unfortunately, you got to stay for now.